So now we have created the buildings over here, and definitely we can also create the clutters. And the clutter, we can actually, we have some relevant objects, like you can see in the prefabs we have some buildings, and then in the environment you can see we have some environment objects like trees and like trash bin, and we can use these trash bins, or um, yeah, maybe this trash bin we can use as a clutter. And we can use these traffic cones or statue maybe, and these things you can actually use as the clutters. Bus stations as well. So these three we can use as the clutter. And also we have some other sections. Indeed, we don't have the traffic lights, I think, here. So if you have the traffic lights, you can use that. Indeed, we have lot of other buildings as well, but I just use the simple some main 12 to 13 buildings only. So these are the clutters, and definitely we can use the lights as well. So if you don't have the lights, we can bring the light from some other prefab if we need. If you don't have lights, you can make a prefab of that light. From the asset store you will get lights, and you can use that light as a street light if you want. But in this case I will just create the clutters, and then we will populate this city in a while. Okay, so now we have created the clutter as well, and now let's see how we will do populate the train, and how we can actually grab the things. So let's create a train, and definitely in inspector we will tag it to train and layer it to train as well. Let's go to CIDY graph and CIDY editor, and here we have the zero train because we didn't have grab the train. So we'll click on, and now we have the train over here, and that's great. Now we can actually populate the city, and here you can see that we have the low poly city. And now let's create the city, and let's see how it will look like. So we'll press shift click, right click, shift right click, shift right click, shift right click, and let's see. And yeah, you can see that we have nice buildings, beautiful city, and you can see the bus stations as well, and beautiful. And here you can see the statues as well. We have by default some lights here, so we didn't have to actually adjust the lights. So beautiful. You can see that we have created a custom city with custom buildings, and in this way you can create different type of buildings, and you can create custom cities with custom buildings. Also at any time, if you want to see that the buildings are acting fine or not, you can select the road and you can modify the road structure. Okay, and then definitely click on generate in inspector, and you can see that the buildings orientation is quite good, and buildings will adapt their self according to road. So that's it for this video. I hope you learn something new. That's it. Goodbye. Assalamu alaikum. In this video we will see that how we can customize the buildings and how we can bring our own custom buildings to the city. So here we are using this low poly city asset for the buildings. You can use any of the asset, any asset you want. I just bring this project folder here so that we can see things in a better way. So it will be imported. It's a small package of 10 MB, but it has good buildings, etc., so that we can utilize in our project. So first of all, we'll just bring everything, and then you can see that this is a low poly city asset and it has the buildings. And if you bring the building over here, you can see that the materials are not there. And if we go to the prefabs buildings, we have the prefabs. Okay, so I think these prefabs are quite good, and these prefabs are already designed appropriate, and you can see that the z-axis is also in a great position, so we can directly use these buildings as well. But if you want to arrange the buildings, you can do that as well. So I will show you how we can adjust these buildings, but before that we will create a custom district theme, and here we will just name this theme. So let's name it low poly city, low poly city. Okay, and we'll just click on add theme, and he's asking for the folder. Yes. And now in the project you will see that in under CIDY and resources, and you will see the another theme here. You can see CIDY theme low poly, and under this theme you can see the street light, clutter and buildings. So actually we can bring buildings over here. Okay, so let's go to the buildings prefabs, and we will bring the building here. And now what we will do, we will create a empty object. Before that I will just unpack the prefab completely, then we will rename the prefab. I will just copy it, and I will just say building main like this, and here I will just create an empty object, and we will just name it building 1 by 1. In inspector we will make it 0 0 0. It should be on the 0 0 0 axis. Okay, like this. And now you can see that it is here in approximately in the middle. And now we will just bring this building out, okay, under this. And now if we check the building, you can see the building is here approximately in the middle. Okay, and the main game object is also in the middle. Okay, so that is great. We will just go to x-axis, and yeah, everything looks good. And if you go to x-axis, you can see the building is on 0. On the y-axis you can bring it on the ground as well, but I will just hold it here, no problem. And now you can just go to the city theme low poly city buildings and just make this prefab. Okay, so now you can see building 1 1. prefab, and in the similar way we will create other buildings as well. So here we will just bring the second building. We'll just create an empty object. We will just rename the building 1 by 2. Any name you can assign, it's not necessary to follow the exact thing. So here we'll just bring it 0 0 0, and for the building we'll just rename it to main, and you can see we have the correct positions, and then we will just bring it here. Okay, so this is the second prefab. In this way we will just create some prefabs, and then we will resume the